Feeling helpless, watching global events spiral? The recent escalation between Israel and Iran isn't just distant headlines. It's a direct threat to your economic stability. The Urban Herald breaks down the complex history, the alarming present, and what you can expect next, so you're not caught off guard. Welcome to the Urban Herald, where we cut through the noise to bring you the intelligent insights you need. For years, the Israel-Iran conflict has been a shadow war, a complex geopolitical chess match played largely behind the scenes. But as of June 2025, that shadow has been dramatically cast aside. This isn't just another distant geopolitical dispute. It's a crisis that's already directly impacting petrol prices, investment portfolios, and even your holiday travel plans. Today, we're diving deep into this critical conflict, exploring its historical roots, its current alarming escalation, and most importantly, how it directly affects you. Let's start with the immediate shockwaves. June 13th, 2025 marked a terrifying turning point. Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, the largest military assault on Iranian territory since the Iran-Iraq War of the 1980s. Over 200 Israeli aircraft, sophisticated cyber warfare, their targets, key nuclear infrastructure and military leadership, including top IRGC commanders and prominent nuclear scientists. Prime Minister Netanyahu justified this unprecedented move, claiming Iran had enough highly enriched uranium for 9 nuclear weapons, posing an existential threat to Israel. The stakes couldn't be higher. Iran's response, Operation True Promise 3, was equally unprecedented. Over 200 ballistic missiles struck Israeli territory, with several penetrating the Iron Dome, hitting civilian areas in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, injuring dozens. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei vowed severe retribution, and President Pezeshkian warned of more intense and powerful retaliation. And just like that, nuclear negotiations with the US are off the table. At the heart of this conflict is Iran's nuclear ambition. Intelligence suggests Iran could produce weapons-grade uranium in weeks. While the IAEA confirmed damage to Natanz, the more fortified Fordow facility reportedly remains operational. IAEA Director General Rafael Grossi warned of a dangerous precedent. The timing is chilling. This escalation happened amidst stalled US-Iran nuclear talks, with even President Trump threatening even more brutal attacks if diplomacy failed. But to truly grasp this, we need to rewind. Believe it or not, Israel and Iran weren't always enemies. From 1948 to 1979, they were strategic partners. Iran was the second Muslim-majority country to recognize Israel. Why? Both saw Arab nationalism as a common threat. This led to extensive military and economic cooperation, including joint missile programs and Iran supplying up to 60% of Israel's oil. Then came the 1979 Iranian Revolution. Ayatollah Khomeini fundamentally reshaped Iran's identity around anti-Zionism, declaring Israel the Little Satan. Diplomatic ties were severed. The Israeli embassy became the PLO's. Yet even amidst public hostility, a fascinating paradox emerged. During the Iran-Iraq War, Israel secretly supplied Iran with over $500 million in arms. A stark reminder that in the Middle East, enemies can become temporary partners when strategic necessity calls. So what drives this enduring animosity? For Iran, it's multi-layered. Ideological commitment to Palestinian liberation, a quest for regional hegemony, and a perception of Israel and the US as existential threats. The axis of resistance, that network of allied militias and states, is their tool to project power, from Hezbollah in Lebanon, receiving roughly $700 million annually, to Hamas in Gaza, with funding soaring to $350 million a year, to the Houthi rebels in Yemen. And this isn't just about regional power. The Houthi attacks on Red Sea shipping, a direct manifestation of Iranian proxy warfare, have forced global shipping to route around Africa, spiking costs for everything. The recent Houthi announcement of a new blockade of Israel's port of Haifa, that's an economic weapon with global reach. For Israel, it's fundamentally about existential security. Preventing a nuclear Iran is paramount. They see Iran's proxy network as encircling them with hostile forces. This drives their doctrine of preemptive action and containing Iranian influence in places like Syria. And let's not forget the shadow war of cyber attacks, Stuxnet, widely attributed to Israeli-American cooperation, crippled Iranian nuclear facilities. The June 2025 strikes included significant cyber warfare components, highlighting how modern conflict is fought across multiple domains. Now, let's talk about the cold, hard cash. This conflict isn't just news, it's already hitting your pocket. Following the June 2025 strikes, oil prices surged over 7%, with Brent crude hitting $78.50 a barrel. Goldman Sachs analysts project a sustained conflict could push prices above $90 a barrel if Iran targets energy infrastructure or, critically, attempts to block the Strait of Hormuz, through which 20% of global oil supplies transit. What does that mean for you? Gas Buddy analysts predict American consumers could see gasoline price increases of 10-25 cents per gallon in the coming weeks. That's a significant burden for families already battling inflation. And your investments? Global stock markets plunged, defense contractor shares surged, and cryptocurrency markets showed intense volatility. It's a classic flight to safety scenario. Beyond the pump, supply chain disruptions exacerbated by the Red Sea crisis mean higher costs for consumer goods. European leaders are warning of a potential stagflationary element, high inflation with weak growth. Airlines have suspended flights to regional destinations, and travel insurance costs are spiking. This isn't theoretical, it's tangible, immediate impact on your daily life. So, what's next? The future of this conflict hinges on several factors, and the scenarios are stark. Scenario 1. Escalation to regional war. This involves Iran directly targeting Israeli cities, Israel expanding strikes to Iranian oil infrastructure, and crucially, the potential blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, which could send oil prices soaring past $100 a barrel and make U.S. military intervention likely. Scenario 2. Controlled de-escalation. International pressure could lead to a ceasefire, new nuclear negotiations with enhanced monitoring, and a gradual return to the familiar patterns of proxy warfare. In this case, oil prices might stabilize in the $70 to $80 range. And then there's Scenario 3, nuclear breakout. This is the nightmare. Iran withdraws from the Non-Proliferation Treaty, accelerates uranium enrichment to weapons grade. A regional nuclear arms race would begin, fundamentally altering global security. What should you be watching? Iranian supreme leader's next statements. U.S. military deployments to the region, oil futures markets, and any international diplomatic initiatives. The next few weeks are critical. The Israel-Iran conflict is more than just a geopolitical rivalry. It's a multi-dimensional struggle shaping regional order, nuclear proliferation, and global security. The June 2025 escalation marks a potential turning point. Whether it leads to comprehensive regional war or new diplomatic opportunities, it's clear that traditional approaches may no longer suffice. From filling your car to checking your investment portfolio, this conflict is now touching your daily life in ways that seemed impossible just months ago. Understanding these dynamics isn't just for policymakers, it's essential for all of us. For the full, comprehensive analysis and ongoing updates, visit the Urban Herald at theurbanherald.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. What are your thoughts on this escalation? Share your perspectives in the comments below. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time.